What up, players? Warboss Tay up in this mud, and I finally finished my unit of 16 Wraithguard. And this was a beast because I took time on each model. First I started just batch painting, and then as it went on I was like, you know, this is taking so long and I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere, so halfway through the process I just decided to batch paint them all. To stop batch painting them all, and go for the individualized treatment. So highlighting, adding on the different layers and levels. I took them one by one. It took a little bit longer than I expected, but really the feeling of satisfaction you get after finishing each one on a project like this, I think was worth it. Sorry, there's a lot of backlight from the window outside of my room, but if you want to copy this color scheme, it's the BL Tan color scheme. Most of the artwork I found online to doing Wraithguard, anything really, Wraith Lords, War Walkers, any kind of BL Tan color scheme shows that the majority of the model should be painted green, and then only on certain spots bringing out the white, which I've kind of copied here, except that online it says that the tabards you see down here, the cloth down hanging in front of them, are usually green as well. And the BL Tan symbol, which I've freehanded, not very well, but I mean, it's, you know, it's good practice to freehand. The only way to get better at anything is to practice. So the BL Tan symbol that I painted on, usually the green part that you see is white against the green background with the red heart in the middle. And I decided to go different. I went the opposite. I made the tabards white instead of green, and I made the symbol green instead of white. So I think it looks a little bit better, and I think it ties the unit together. In the Eldar Codex, you can only have up to 10 Wraithguard per unit. And since I had 16, I decided to split it down the middle with the different patterns on the tabards and make this gold fringe, and here's one of the other ones with the just the line down here, and some Eldar runes that I took out of the Codex for each one. And I'm pretty proud of them. If you want to copy this color scheme, like I said, all it is a base coat of Narlock green over a black undercoat, and building up on top of that snot green first, which is really the color that's going to show through the most, and then highlighting with goblin green, adding goblin green to the snot green, and then finally ending up with scorpion green as the final highlight. This guy, I know I have to, the guy on the end, here we go, I have to clean up his tabard. The gold frame is a little bit too much. I think he was the last one I did, and I was just like, I just wanted to get it over with, so I have to come back and clean him up. But everybody else, I think, kind of turned out pretty well. And the gems I did in my usual manner of base coating with black, and then starting with a crescent shape on the lower left-hand side, scab red, and then going progressively smaller crescents of blood red, blazing orange, and then dotting in the upper right-hand corner a little dot of skull white, and that really ties it in, makes it look a little bit reflective. And of course, using the art coat gloss varnish on top of all of the gems, so that no matter what angle you look at it from, the gems would have a little bit of a shine to them. And that really is the most effective thing I can think of to do it. And so all of the Wraithguard, to tie them into each other, they all have red gems on their body, armor, and on their helmets. And they all have green gems on the guns that they use, the Wraith guns. So I decided to go with that color scheme. And painting each gem at the beginning is so tedious. You know, going over everything you just painted with black, and then, because really, look at all these gems they've got on them. There's so many on each model, and then doing them each one, like, you know, painting them each up in the manner that I said it really takes time, but I think the finished product is worth it. So, except for cleaning up that one tabard on the guy on the end, I think I'm pretty much done with this unit, and this is for my Eldar painting project commission job for a friend of mine, Joe, and I think these guys are just about ready to start blasting holes in the enemy. Alright, thanks a lot guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.